Seed Studio recently launched this color ePaper display on which you can display colored photos. Now previously I had made a video about creating a home assistant dashboard on a monochrome ePaper display which was based on ESP32C3 and had pretty limited capabilities. Now this display compared to it is a little bit smaller, but the build quality of this is much more superior. This display is a 7.3-inch ePaper display powered by an ESP32S3 with 8 MB PS RAM, 32 MB flash storage and has a built-in 2000 mAh battery. The display is well built with a metal case, has a glass front, and what I liked is that there is no logo in the front, making it a clean display panel. On the right you have this micro SD card slot, a power switch, a power and status LEDs, a USB-C connector for power and data, and built-in temperature and humidity sensors. On the other side, you can access the I2S and GPIO connections to connect external sensors to it. On the top, you have these buttons to interact with the display and a microphone input. Now this display can be programmed with Terminal Cloud API, Lopaka, ESPHome, Arduino IDE, Easy Studio, and Seed Studio's own UI designer called as SenseCraft HMI, which will help you to create content for the display without any code. I explored this and it is pretty good. To use this, you have to flash this firmware and then connect the display to your Wi-Fi. Now here you can create your own image gallery to show images. You can design your own UI with custom components, show an RSS newsfeed or an entire web page content. You can also get these presets to show you the weather, your GitHub profile, stock market dashboard, and your YouTube channel subscriber count. Now in the custom UI designer, you can add various elements by just dragging and dropping the elements. One such element is this data component that allows you to fetch data from a public URL and select the way you want it to be displayed. Now apart from this, there are some AI support to help you to design layouts. Like here I asked it to create an 8 cards showing an icon and a value, and it created that for me. I asked it to modify it further to use the data from an API, and it also did that, which was pretty impressive. Apart from this, there's also some device sensors like battery percentage, temperature, and humidity information that you can display on the dashboard. Now all of this works really good, simple to use, and just works straightforward, but with a small caveat. Using this UI designer means you would be using the cloud services to fetch the data and deploy the UI on the device. So every time the screen updates, the device fetches data from the cloud, so you would need an active internet connection to the device. Now I believe in local devices, and for this ESPHome comes to the rescue. I have used ESPHome's LVGL support to design this UI and it is pretty good. So let me walk you through the code. In ESPHome, you need to create an ESP32S3 device and then specify these connections here. Now these are the SPI connections for the display, and then you need to specify the display configuration here. I will provide this configuration in the article that I will link into the description below. Now let's look at the LVGL code here. So here I have this LVGL code in which I have linked the display from above. Now my display consists of these 8 cards here, and they are represented under this widget section. So if I open this widget section, you have these objects which are corresponding to my 8 cards. So let's open one of this card, and here we have a complex object wherein I have these sub objects under it. One is the accent bar that I show on top, which is red, blue or green. Then we have this icon to show you the icon, and then we have this sensor value and the sensor name. Now if you open each of this, here we have this accent style, which has actually been defined in the style definition here. Now let's open the icon part, and here we have this icon that has been specified, and this icon is defined here above. So if you go into this image section, the icon is specified here, and to figure out this MDI icon, you can go to this URL and figure out the icon that you want. Now this was the part about the icon. Let's go back here. Now we have is the sensor value. Now for the sensor value, we have specified an ID called as ID1 value. And how is this ID1 value been filled up is that we have to go into the sensor section here. Like here we have the sensors, wherein I have now linked my server plug submission delivered sensor here. And when the value gets updated, I update the LVGL label for this card ID, that is the card ID that is specified here, and it fills up with the state value here. and then finally updates the ePaper display. So this is how the values have been filled for all of the cards below. And apart now from the value, we also have this label specifying the sensor name. So like here I have specified server power usage, and this will be showed on the display. Now there are various ways to program this display. If you want to keep it local, then ESPHome is the way to go. But if you want the ease of customizing the display, then SenseCraft HMI is the way to go. Now I will share the ESPHome code in the article that I will link into the description below. Now this device costs about $109 and it ships from the EU, US and China warehouses. If you like to see such in-depth videos about smart devices, then make sure to subscribe to the channel as well as hit that like button for more such videos to come. Till then, I will see you in my next one.